my god, I can't believe this is real, dude. I guess we are now cat people. Great.
Looks like he's about to barf. What's going on, everyone? It's your favorite Jealousator Apoc, and welcome back to the channel where I analyze things that sometimes don't really matter. So last time on okbaby, Kyra decided to buy a pair of cats behind Oscar's back, which is pretty messed up. She's basically forcing another human to take on more lives and responsibilities without his consent. But hey, that's not even the cherry on the cake, because Oscar is allergic to the cats. So on top of all the disrespect she has for the father of her own children, she also wants him to feel sick and stuffed up for the next 12 to 16 years. I guess treating her like dirt bit him in the ass, huh? But anyway, Kyra ended up getting a lot of grief for doing this, and just like in typical YouTuber fashion, even though they'll tell you that their life is none of your business, they go on Instagram and rant about their business. Make that make sense. So basically, Kyra admits she fears Oscar and was terrified on how he would react to the cats, and then she cut all the bad out of the vlog so that none of you would see how Oscar really and truly is. Okay, let's get to the shit show.
Okay, there's so much to say about this answer that I had to verbally talk about it rather than just type it out. Oscar is definitely the type of person that if he's angry, he doesn't care who's around. He's gonna like let it be known.
Oscar's also the type to cut his son's face up with a drone, you know, for the vlog, and then hide and cower in another room away from people so that no one questions his stupidity. And doing all this while not taking care of the son that he hurt. Bruh. And nobody was around. It was only you two goofs and a camera. I don't get why YouTubers have such an issue grasping the concept that real life and social media are two completely different things. They'll say it, they'll act like they do know, but then they say crap like this. Karen and Qual do the same thing. In their Why We Left video, they say they missed their audience and can't wait to hang out again. But how the hell are you hanging out with anyone when you're just posting a damn video? But the fact that Kyra cut out Oscar's anger speaks volumes. That means there's something they didn't want you to see, and shows that they do care about what people are seeing. So, yeah.
Also, the beauty of YouTube is, well, at least the way we do it is it's not live. We can cut things out, you know? We're not like sitting there with a live camera in our face. So we do have to edit the video. And to be honest, a lot of that video was cut.
Yeah, and the last time they unintentionally went live, Kyra was going off on Oscar about how he treats her like dirt. And that's what happens behind the camera that nobody sees. Jordan Cheyenne is the prime example of. She's a vlogger, or was a vlogger until she deleted all of her socials, who accidentally uploaded raw footage of a vlog that showed kind of behind the scenes to what happens. It was supposed to be cut. She showed the world the truth behind family vlogging, and if you don't know what's going on, I did a video on it. But to quickly sum it up, Jordan tried to force her son to post for a thumbnail while he was crying over a sick puppy. She ignored his real tears while faking her own for clickbait. So how the hell do we know if Kyra didn't use the same method here? Who knows? Oscar could have gotten much worse, and they could just cut it all out, because as she said herself, that's the beauty of YouTube, that you can cut things out. Obviously, they didn't want anyone to see that side of Oscar. Otherwise, it wouldn't have been cut. I mean, they only show us what they want to show us, right? You know, like their kids dripping in blood and in pain, but not an argument over some cats, right?
He didn't ever get super angry. In fact, he had a pretty good reaction compared to what I thought he was gonna do. Like,
says he didn't get super angry, but this entire story is highlighting how she cut out his anger out of the vlog. Bruh. And what do you mean you didn't know what he would do? That shouldn't even be a question. What, were you expecting some form of abuse? Imagine having to walk around eggshells with your partner. But you know, what an ingenious idea, Kyra. You take that fear and anxiety you have for Oscar and apply it to buying a pair of cats at random without his knowledge, but knowing he might get mad, and knowing he didn't want any pets and is allergic to them. Do the math.
Tell us in the video, but when I brought the cats out to him, I had tears in my eyes because I was so terrified of how his reaction was gonna be.
Oh, so all that super cringy laughing she was doing was all fake, huh? And she was just terrified of him. Yeah, that's much better. Saying that you're terrified of someone or something is a pretty big deal. That means she has an extreme fear of how Oscar will react. And even though she did do this behind his back, and all the other factors at play that make her look to be in the wrong, That doesn't merit fear. You should never fear anyone, especially the father of your children and your life partner. This means he reacts to other situations very badly. And this isn't just a random thought Kyra had in her head. He's done this before, off camera, and we have an example of that. You know, like I keep saying, and I know I keep repeating this, but it's pretty present right now, when she was telling him she's sick of him treating her like dirt. And Kyra just proved to us, because she just said it, that she cuts those moments off and pretends to laugh when she's really teary-eyed and full of fear. These are signs of being in a toxic, narcissistic relationship. I mean, come on, people. She's just casually talking about how scared she is of her partner like it's a normal thing. This is the typical reaction from a victim. They tend to protect their aggressors.
I had no idea. I knew he was going to be upset, but I didn't know how upset.
Walking around on eggshells.
So I was so nervous. And you could probably tell if you like zoom in on the video that I was so teary-eyed because of the fear that I had.
Hear that? She fears Oscar. What more evidence do you need that he's no good?
But he actually wasn't as mad as I thought he was going to be. We did cut out quite a bit of him laying on the couch. That you'll see the clip of him on the couch, but we cut.
Oh, you mean when you posted this caption in your vlog? After some arguing and time to think. Yeah, it's more like Oscar just railing into Kyra over and over and over again while she just sits there and cries.
What are you talking about, Apoc? That didn't happen. They're good people.
Well, how the hell will you know? She cut that part out for a reason. Imagine expecting worse from your better half.
And I do want to kind of give some context to Oscar and cats. It's not that he doesn't like cats. In fact, he very much likes animals.
He literally said that he wished that he liked pets, but just can't because that's not who he is. On top of that, when he said you guys were now cat people, the dude looked like he was regretting his entire life. But go off, sis.
But as mentioned, he was nervous he was going to be allergic, which is from his childhood. In the past, he had cat allergies.
Yeah, being allergic was not the only reason why he didn't want the cats. All you gotta do is watch the video, and that's only one out of the many complaints he had.
But since we've had the cats, which has now been quite a few weeks, he really hasn't had too many allergies at all. I think there's been one time where he took Claritin.
Washing my brain with a sinus rinse. Now I wonder what's that for.
And we think he just had the cold and it wasn't allergies. So thankfully that hasn't been a huge concern.
Didn't they post a picture on Instagram where Oscar is shoving raw garlic up his nose because he can't breathe or something?
But he actually really does love the cats. He just was nervous about his allergies and the responsibility of cats. So a lot of people are like, you know, does he like the cats now and all that? Like, he thinks they're adorable. That's why in one of the clips, he didn't want to touch them or know their names because he knew he would get attached because he does like them.
Yeah, all you guys just need to calm down. Oscar loves the cats so much. They didn't want to touch them, know their names, or get attached. Anyways, all you jealous haters, that's about it. The only reason he wouldn't want any of those things is because there's a chance that he might get rid of them. He even suggests that in the video. And as much as it would suck for the cats, I couldn't blame the guy. No one should be forced or manipulated, especially by their partner, into taking care of something that they never asked for or were a part of. He didn't even get a chance. But even with that, like I said, none of this merits fear. Kyra shouldn't be terrified of his response, even if she's in the wrong, which means this has happened before. I definitely remember a time in the vlog where Kyra was vlogging sitting and waiting in a truck while Oscar was out doing something, and she almost spilled some coffee, and her first reaction is to look out the window to see if Oscar was coming. That was a sign of fear, a red flag. She was terrified of his response. It's like a kid being fearful of a parent's reaction. No one should fear anyone, especially the people that they love. In conclusion.
So I was so nervous. And you can probably tell if you like zoom in on the video that I was so teary-eyed because of the fear that I had.